Hey everyone. So in the last video, we saw how you can do some really basic editing and improve your image. But in this video, we are going to go one step further and see how you can do some really advanced editing to your image and just bring your image to the next level. So here we have a really cute image of a boy, and we will see how we can just improve this image. So the first thing that you see is this is a fairly, well lit image. But again, we can improve this image by making the subject focus of the image. Also, we see a lot of distractions going in the background, and the color is a little bit dull right now. And yeah, so let's do start with the basic things that we have already seen. So for this, since there's a sun in the image, I will go for a slightly warm tone to the image. And also the tint is sort of good. I mean, we don't have to touch the tint. I think it's fine. Coming to the exposure, we can try with increasing the exposure just a little bit. So we want to add a little bit more to this uh, haze here or the flare from the sun, not make just go overboard and make it like totally blown out, but just enough. And by the way, if you ever increase everything and just want to go back to zero, you can just simply double click on the slider, and it will switch it back to zero or the default. Then we have the contrast. So again, yeah, definitely we need some contrast, a little bit of contrast here. So you can see we started from here and sort of we are sort of here. Again, for the highlights, you can try increasing it, but yeah. So you don't have to go all the way, to the extreme. You can tweak it very slightly and have like some really good effect on the image. Then we can do the same thing with our shadows. For the clarity, let's increase it a little bit so we have a little bit more punch to the image. And then we will increase the vibrance. So these are all the things that we have already done uh, as part of our basic editing. Here I'm not actually looking to shift any colors, so I will not touch the tone curve. But yeah, I mean, if we want to give it a effect, we can go for a slightly a vintage look, or we can simply tweak the color. Oops. So for this image, we are not touching this. So let's see the color part. So here I want to shift the tint of this green that I mean let's try to shift the tint a little bit on the warmer side. So right now it's this green is I don't like this green very much. So I will try to shift the tint of the green on a so I'm trying to make it more like a summer image. So yeah, I'm trying to just shift the tint. And also you see there we have a lot of orange in this image. So let's try to tweak that as well, just a little bit. And also we have a lot of yellows in the image. So yeah, I think I'm not gonna touch this yellow for now. We have some magenta here, purple, somewhere between red and magenta. Let's not worry about that for now. Then we have split toning. So for this image, I don't think let's try to just add a slight bit of, yellow to the highlights. So far we have done this. Shadows, I'm not adding any color. Slightly, I'll bring back some of the greens. Yeah, looks good. Add some detail, reduce the noise, and also we'll see if there is any. So again, since for this image, I sort of like the vignette that is going on in the image. So I will do the profile correction and I'll add that vignette back this post crop vignetting effect section. So we are done with the basic corrections. So let's look at the some of the advanced thing that we can do to this image. So for starters, we can see there we have some distractions going on in the background as well as well as in the foreground. So how do we remove that? And for that, we have this spot removal tool, which is the second one from here. So once I click that, you'll see this sections just opens up. And here we have size, which is like the brush size. Feather is like feathering between the starting of the brush and the uh, so what it do is it kind of feather out the edge of the brush, and we have the opacity, so you can control how strong the effect is going to be. So for this, for spot removal, I would suggest you leave it at 100 because we want to, have the full effect. Feather also, you can keep it very minimal, and size you can adjust. You can also adjust size with using the bracket keys on your keyboard. So let's start with removing just the small one. So here we have this tissue paper or something. So I'm just going to click and paint on this. And once I'm done, I'll just let it go. And it will automatically try to match the area and sample, some adjacent area to that painted area and just sort of match it out. So we can see it has done quite a great job here. I'll repeat it with this area as well. You can see it's doing a fantastic job here. And this log I want to also remove. So it took sampling area from here. So I can also match it, move it around and sort of match it. So you don't have to be, use the same area. You can move the area and match around. And for this area, you can see there's a transition going on between the softer focus as well as this focus. So in this case, I'm just gonna do undo and I will increase the feather of this brush and we'll see how we can make it a little bit better. So when we do the feathering, what it do is the effect is also has a transition from hard to softer edge, and we can just play with that. So yeah, this looks good. And then we'll do the same with this green area, which I'm not sure what exactly is this. And you can see this sampled the area from here and sort of adjusted the brightness of that area, and I like it. So you can see we have very easily removed all the distraction from the images in just few clicks. So this is a very good tool that you can use to, just very quickly remove the spots in your images or the distractions. I'll go ahead and I'll do the some little bit more cleanup here and there. So I think we are in a very good shape here. So we have removed all the distractions. So this is about our spot removal brush. Then let's say we want to bring a little bit more attention to the subject. So how do we do that? We have seen that if we move the sliders, it sort of do the adjustment to the whole images, which whole image, which is like a global adjustment. But what about local adjustment? Can we, specifically target the things that we're doing to a local level or to like certain parts of the image? And yeah, sure, we can do that. And how you do that is with this adjustment brush, which is the shortcut for this is K. So this long brush that you see here, just click on this brush and this will open like a long panel here. So again, these are all the options and sliders that you've already seen in the previous videos. But here, what we are gonna do is think of this as a paintbrush, and all the effects that you will tweak here, we are sort of painting it on the image, and wherever we paint on the image, these all these settings are gonna be visible just there. So for example, let's say I want to add a little bit more punch or a little bit more light to the face of the subject and as well as the hand. So I'll simply, uh, since you can see all the values here are zero and only the exposure it is 0.25. So I will just start painting, and I'm not sure if you are able to see anything as of now since the effect is very subtle. And once you have that, we'll start increasing. So here also you have to be careful not to go very, overboard, just the right amount. So you can see we have added a little bit more light to the face. You can also, if you want, we can add the sharpness just to the areas that we have painted. So this is about it. And let's say if we want to uh, brighten some of the areas around the boy, so we can again click on this. We can increase the brush and we can simply paint. And you can see we have sort of created a area where this boy is standing out from the background. But we can further tweak this a little bit more just by highlighting some of the areas. And also you can uh, add a new brush just by clicking on this new uh, option here. And if you want to do any adjustment, and if you want to do any adjustment to the brush that you have already applied, just click on this and it will show you a preview with the red where this brush is affecting. And once you have this red dot in the middle, you can tweak the all the values from here. So yeah, you can see we have worked quite a bit on this image. Let's see what more we can do. I will just increase the contrast a little bit more. And yeah, I think we are in a very good shape here. So this is how you use some more advanced tools and techniques and yeah, really improve your images. So in the next video, I'm gonna take another image and sort of add another tool, advanced tool, and we'll see how we edit that image.